You got taxes, insurance, property management is my third one. That's like taxes, insurance, property management, vacancy, repairs, maintenance, and then if you got sewer, water, and all of those garbage and all those things, you add those. But top three, like taxes, insurance, property management, that just goes part of it because if the numbers don't work that way, there's no deal for me. So talk to that respect of what is the thing that you find the most painful when those mom and pops eventually come to you and they're like, hey Mello, I need you to just manage this for me because I'm burnt out, I'm tired. What's the biggest complaint or the biggest challenge that you find with those guys?
Yeah, I mean, there's a multitude of different reasons. Every property is different. Every asset is different. The challenge is always how to save money, how to increase cash flow. The first thing I look at is all of your operating expenses. What are those every monthly expenses that you're paying for, and how can we save on those expenses, right? So as a management company, I might be able to get better pricing because I'm doing a scale of hundreds of properties. So I might be able to get a better price on that dumpster on these properties, right? For the trash removal. So I can negotiate better pricing on our end as a company because collectively we're doing it under a big company name for every investor. You take advantage of us bring that value to the table. The other expenses could be like, you have a cleaning service that does the cleaning and they're not doing a great job because when I walked the property, there was just trash everywhere. So what are we paying for, right? So for me, it's always been how to increase market rents and how to decrease your expenses. If you can figure out those two things on any asset, on any investment, you should cash flow a little more, right? Because your mortgage is your mortgage. Your taxes are going to go up every year and your insurance is going to go up every year. And I had this interesting conversation with a tenant recently who said, why, they're late on rent. And they say, why are you always calling me on rent? I said, listen, the landlord has expenses just like you have expenses, right? So, and you have a contract, you have a responsibility to your contract. You have to pay your rent on the first of each month. When it comes to those mom and pop management style, where I know the lady in 101 and I don't want to raise her rent. She's been there for 5 years. Listen, I had the situation happen this past year. You have a lady in a 5-bedroom house. She was a single woman. She's been there for years, for years. It was a complete hoarder. It was just stuff everywhere, and completely under market rent by, I don't know, several $100s. I think it was like, when I did the numbers, I think she was paying like $1,100 a month. It was more like a $2,000 rental, for a 5-bedroom home. And I had to explain to the landlord, listen, we come up with solutions, right? So let's just say I have a 5-unit building and I have that 3-bedroom apartment and it's a single woman living there for 5-10 years and she's paying way below market rent. What I tell the investor or the landlord, I say, listen, you have a 1-bedroom coming available downstairs in the next 3 months. She doesn't need a 5-bedroom or 3-bedroom house.